The mics are blood clot open. Check, check, check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late. This is the mics are open. My name is G Money.
Andy Young.
Ashley.
Big C.
Episode 201. We are back, bitches.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Y'all have been like tearing us up.
Let me tell you, you know what's interesting?
Hey, Ashley.
Nah, I wish.
The tension.
Yeah, but Andy, I watch DST. There's no tearing up.
The driest spell that has ever been experienced on this planet.
So you know what's interesting about the guys and the girls who listen to this podcast? It's like you guys are really rude.
Very.
Some of the messages that I've received, like as in, what the fuck are you lot doing? Like,
Just like you, bro. I think you've taught them that. Bro.
Me?
Yeah, you've taught them to be unruly.
no,
Because you're
like,
a rebel.
I was actually like offended. Like a couple of the messages came in, and it was like, okay, you know what? You've been a bit. You've passed your place.
Relax.
Like, for real, man.
There
What about
I say everyone around you becomes a rebel.
me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just by proxy. If you decided to start a rebellion right now,
You'd have a
We're
mass
starting.
following.
hey, let me tell you something, bro.
Ryla needs me.
Hey,
More
You're
guys
the
than you.
missing
secret he
piece.
didn't know he needed.
I swear.
Bro, but you know those whole
Vunja.
mass protests and everything. Bro, let me tell you, Ryla, fam, you did us wrong though.
We're going on that direction so far. We haven't even caught up with nothing. Can we
hold
come?
up, hold up. Let me get
There's
into
always
it.
that one uncle.
So Saturday,
The shoes tell it all.
Saturday, so I had quite an eventful week.
Okay.
So I was with some guys from China, right? So taking them around.
Why you hesitated,
But
bro?
no, it's because one of my friends
And
is
say it
so
like
dumb.
Trump. Why did you say it like Trump?
One of my friends is so dumb. He actually was seated in a Chinese table, and the guy said "Ni hao."
Okay, what's wrong with that?
No, what do you call it in Japanese? How do you say it?
Huh?
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. You
Homie
gotta
said
do the bowing and
konnichiwa.
shit.
I was like,
to the Chinese
"You
guys."
idiot. The Chinese guy is like, no,
Ni hao.
not idiot. But anyway, Sunday I'm resting. I get a call from Teo. Teo's like, yo, bro.
Who's Tail first of all?
Teo works at Teo Tripper works at Trace. He's like, yo, what up, G? I'm like, so what you saying? Do we work from home? I'm like, hell yeah, Monday we can, because we'd been promised the mother of all.
Yes.
So anyway,
Demos.
HR then sends a message. She's like, no, breakfast has to be done from,
The studio.
because protests have been escalating in the afternoon. So I'm just like,
Oh,
fuck.
yeah.
And then Baba calls it off.
Yeah.
Yo, Baba calls it off.
Talking to the
Fam,
mic.
Baba calls it off. The MD sends a message. I expect all of you at the office tomorrow. There's no one who's gonna be working from home. What?
yeah.
Yo, I'm looking at the Instagram. I'm seeing guys at Blankets. Guys, new Monday.
Yes.
Public
bash.
holiday.
That's the only problem I have with him calling it off.
Yeah.
It was so late.
True.
It was
It's
so
like
late,
if it
man.
was cool off like say 4 or 2,
It's fine.
guys would have been in bed. But I know there are guys who were on the turn up,
Fam.
who missed the announcement. Who were like, "Yeah, Monday's a holiday. Let me get smashed."
Yeah.
On your-
Bro, I was
not.
you know, so where my studio is located, right? I can see guys walking in. I could just see guys walking in,
Struggling.
sulking,
Disappointment.
struggling. What?
Because by the way, let me tell you, like being on air during the protests, Nairobi is empty.
Yeah.
during
Traffic updates,
traffic update,
nothing.
nothing.
Yeah.
Holiday.
Like the city comes to complete standstill
yeah.
for real.
Fam. So then going on to on the TL Monday afternoon, I'm just looking like Alex Vons. He's just posting up a picture of Red Bull. He's like, what today has shown me. Fam, guys were actually beat.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Before we come back to all of that though, guys, I think we need to talk about the live event.
Yes, we do.
Because we haven't spoken about that. We've been off air for what, like 4 weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. And obviously for week number, you didn't get a show the week of the live. The week after that you got the live, and the week after that you
Oh
got
shit,
the...
it's been 4.
So that's been 4 weeks, yeah?
Yeah.
So first of all, I think the break was necessary.
Yes.
Mentally, I feel in a much better place than I was 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I think from that perspective, we've never taken a break. And next week we're about to hit 4 years of consistent podcasting,
Oh,
Crazy.
nice.
which is crazy.
Nice.
First of all, for me, the live event was the culmination of a lot of the work that we've all put in, and I really think that we were always saying that we can't just do a live. We have to. Our life has to be like different.
Yeah.
I think we kind of achieved that.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
so too.
Yeah.
And like even out there, like the word is we've never seen a live like that. Like you guys have put the standard so up there. Like the feedback has been immense, honestly speaking. So it's great.
Like
It's great.
I watched, like, when it's really weird that in the middle of doing the live, you don't have a sense of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
when-
yeah. Anytime you perform, bro.
Right.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, but when you watch it back, I'm like, wow, we did a thing.
Yeah.
You're funny enough, I haven't watched it.
Really?
Bro, like surprisingly, you'll find yourself going like, damn, we talked about that. I forgot
Yeah.
we even did
I
that.
think I'm just saving it for like a rainy day.
Okay.
A rainy day.
Wow.
Like on a
What
Sunday
would
afternoon.
a rainy
Sunday
day
afternoon.
look
You know,
like?
I'm on the couch like, I'm like, yo, Netflix, bro. I done watched everything. What else? But I like to watch that kind of stuff with like,
Peeps.
people.
Yeah, I think it was.
I think that would be a dope idea. I might just throw
Watch
a barbecue.
party.
I think.
Watch party.
Oh, yeah.
I think that for me, like, just feeling the energy of people in real time and being
Yeah.
around them, and like, these are the guys who are in your premier gang. These are the guys who watch you religiously. Like, I felt something, man, because I looked at it from the perspective of, in my entire life and career, and I can speak for myself, like, everything has been so performative relating to music. So there's a case of, guess what? Either you're known for being that guy on the radio who plays music, then you're known for being that guy on the radio on who plays music in the clubs.
Yeah.
Literally, all those guys came out to just watch us talk, bro.
Yeah.
Man.
Like, just to watch us talk.
Yeah.
Shit.
And the best thing about it was we actually podded, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the audience might have as well not been there. You
Right,
know,
right.
And we'd still have talked how we'd have talked. We did what we were supposed to do. The dad jokes, everything
I
went off.
maintain that I
Ombachi
won.
being the
You-
wild
I
card.
agree.
I
No,
main-
you won. You
You
won. You won. But
I'm sorry, but
there was just something about Calvin's. Let me tell you something about comedy. You can have a very terrible joke, but the delivery.
right.
So that was Calvin.
Look
That-
at
that-
him smirking.
So he went for the crowd. You went for the jokes. He went for the crowd. But you won.
Your jokes
Yeah.
were hands down
Yeah.
legit. But this guy, even the way he was pacing, and you can tell he's thinking about this
It was a
shit.
story.
That's comedy as well.
Yeah, my man was performing.
You know. Like I said to you guys, man, I had a room full of writers.
right.
Then,
Big
then,
lies.
then, no.
No, you actually
They were working out of Nairobi garage, like
Okay.
for a week, right? Then I woke up one day, I was like, you know what? Fire these people. So I fired the guys, right? Wow. You know what I went for
the
instead?
drama.
I went for a guy who taught drama in high school. He told me, enunciate things like this, tonal variation, be
serious?
dramatic, pause, what, like this. So and
You actually took
and then
Actually,
one,
really?
one of the classes he took me was to a yoga class, right?
Nah,
And he was like, yo,
now you go.
this
You
nigga
pushed it.
capping.
You pushed
This
it.
nigga capping.
You pushed it.
But
But
you put in all that effort for that, bro, and still lost.
he had
nigga.
us though. All of us were just like, this guy is for real.
Nigga.
no, but you see,
I
here's
remember there's a
here's-
time I dapped Calvin on stage because the delivery was working for me.
Yeah.
Right.
The delivery was working
but
for me.
craziest thing about all of it, I think for me it was actually just like they happened to be there and we're just doing what we do.
Yeah.
You
Facts.
get, like, I feel like, I don't know, I would love to like now sit down with like a proper stand-up comedian and actually like ask him questions about how do you do this, how do you do
Right.
that, what, because I feel that would be the next level of like perfection for us. I think one of the things I'm actually going to do is I'm going to look for Churchill
Right.
Dambuki.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he's been running Churchill for like so long
Yeah.
to kind of try and understand the science behind all
Right.
of that. There'll be some learnings in there.
Yeah.
Because I can definitely see for sure, live podcasting is
So you've
definitely going to
decided
be a
it's
thing.
stand-up comedy from here for you?
Oh, hell
I support it,
yeah.
bro. I support it, bro. I support
But
it.
stand up would be interesting. But it was really, really. we've already done it pretty good, but it's just to understand.
I
like,
think for me, like, you know, I think for me that whole life experience, because I won't lie, and I think Andy mentioned this at some point. No, we were talking about how we all tried to act like we weren't nervous. I was so nervous. Huh?
I could see it written all over your faces, man, because we all creatives and
Yeah.
we all had that moment, you know, just before you get into a certain zone or a certain space where you're just trying to bring yourself together. So I could
Right.
see that while you're just chilling in the VIP, you know.
I
just
personally
interacting.
was expressing myself. Like, I remember when Frankie came and said 5 minutes, I was like, fuck.
Really.
Oh, I was.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, this is it.
Now,
This
me,
is it.
when Calvin walked in and Ashley walked in, and then you're hearing the noises in there, now it became real. I
You know,
was
Yeah.
That was
but you
wild.
know, but you know, I've got beef with all of you lot, especially you, G. Who the fuck said I was gonna walk in fast? Like, what the fuck? Didn't you consult me about that shit?
What was the problem with you walking in
No,
fast?
why you gotta set me
You
up
wanted
like
to
that?
come last?
No, I didn't. I didn't really fucking care. I just didn't want to come in fast.
Why?
You should have gotten like some other people.
Hey,
Like,
Some other
Calvin.
Get
people.
Austin and fucking Byron to walk in fast.
The reason I see this is why you guys are mad, right? And let me
Me,
tell
I
you,
didn't have a problem being second, but fast.
let
Like,
me-
there was no preparation for that shit. No dry run.
You're
Me, I'm
lying.
walking in.
I know.
I'm like,
You're lying.
So,
Guys,
these fuckers.
let me
are
tell
you
you.
supposed? There was the dance song. You know, everybody had their own
Did you
song.
not have a running order?
Yo,
Exactly.
The running order was there. I am not a fucking dancer.
Bro,
I don't
wait,
do this
so
shit.
wait.
Go in however
Wait.
you want to go in.
Fight.
Pause,
You know how
pause.
you guys told me, bro, theme song. After this, I was like, you know, when
Hold
I saw
on.
these fuckers walking in
But-
dancing
no,
and
I-
all of that, you fucking hitting the floor and
I-
shit.
I
I
dropped
was
it.
like,
nigga
you know what? I was
Let me
like,
agree
I was
with
like,
you.
fuck off.
Let me agree with
Listen,
you.
let me vent. It's been 3 fucking weeks. Me, I was like,
This
you know what?
nigga leave
I
it.
sat there and I was like, these fuckers are
Inject.
not serious.
Wow.
Like, you know, I was like, next time I'm dropping from the fucking sky. You know that shit?
Yeah.
Yo, I was like, fuck this
But
shit.
what I'm saying
Can I
is,
agree with
I
you?
did
Wait.
ran
Gonya,
back
she's
and
so
forth.
nervous, bro.
What the fuck?
Can I agree with him? Because literally, I walked in second and I felt like mine was so rushed. Then I'm seeing Andy, he's doing his dance, he's going back and forth.
She's in love with
You
the
know.
way.
It was a performance for the
He
boy.
went round.
Come on.
Then Neville with his lighter and he's like, I'm like, why didn't y'all niggas go first so that I can see how this shit is
Exactly.
done?
Yeah.
G with his
Team
cow walk,
motherfucking walk.
You know, he's
No,
like,
no,
yeah,
no,
I'm
no.
the OG.
Let me
You
tell
guys
you
are
something.
jokers.
Yo,
Wait,
me,
see.
I did a fucking
Before-
baba.
before-
I was like, you guys are here for the nini.
I saw Calvin's videos. That was so politician.
Yo,
of
I
you,
was
man.
like, Governor
you're
Nyeri.
ready for it, bro.
Me, I was just
No,
like, this
but
shit.
no. In our defense, I was also kind of nervous at that moment because I was telling Malik, because Malik was a big shot going out to Malik.
Yeah.
Malik was the guy telling you, okay, now you can
Yeah.
go in. So after Ashley went in, because I think I went in after
Yeah,
you,
you
right?
did.
I told Malik, let me see what's going on. Let me see how Ashley has gone in. Let me see where she's gone so that I also know, oh, okay, so I can go like this. But Malik was like, just wait.
He
You're gonna
kept
be good.
saying
You're
that.
gonna. So no one knew what was going on.
Yeah.
right, you couldn't
So,
see. Yeah,
you couldn't see.
You
and
could
then-
hear the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kwanzaa, now you're even Calvin. You should be grateful. You're the first person who went
What?
in. Because now us guys are nervous. You're like, damn,
You
this
do
is
not-
the moment, bro.
Exactly.
This is it right now.
Bro, let me tell you, I saw Andy and Never Walk Out. I heard that crowd and I was like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
And I'm like, I can't dance. I don't. So I just gave it the nervous look, like,
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I thought about my entrance for like the whole day.
Really?
Yeah, even the song, even before you asked for the songs, in my mind I kind of had a feeling that maybe it's gonna come to that. So I had
Right.
already started thinking of what song could I go in with, and I was thinking of all my favorite songs. But then I was like, no, I also want to engage with the crowd.
DJ. That's a DJ in you.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so I was like, I need to get something that represents me, something that's hype,
Yeah.
you know, something that I can sing along to, maybe even dance to. I even thought about some of the I was to put up a whole performance on stage, man. Y'all are lucky. I don't know what you're complaining about. Y'all are lucky. No, I'm kidding.
But I thought about mine.
about it.
I thought about mine too. But then when I got there, because I heard people going crazy, and I was like, oh, that's nice when Calvin went out. So I'm not expecting. So when they said my name and people went crazy, I was just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
So I'm telling Malik, let me just speak. He's like, chill.
Yeah, relax.
Hype
Bombo clat,
yourself.
Malik.
I'm like, let me just. He's like, nah. So when I got there, and they went crazy again, I was just like, okay, what the fuck do I do now?
Just get
like
hype,
every-
man. Get
everything
hype.
went out of the room, out of the head.
Sorry, what's interesting is that you guys even had a Malik in your life, man. Me, I remember Frankie 5 minutes in. I was just like, literally, the first night. I didn't last.
I won't lie though, like being backstage,
Come on.
being backstage and hearing the crowd going mad for you guys going in, it was a good feeling.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
That was crazy.
It felt real. It felt like a really real moment. You know?
Yeah.
I was talking with Saddam after, and I was telling him how like me and Andy went in to check out the stage, check out the setup, and we're just looking at chairs, and we're like, oh, okay, those are gonna be people, but okay, like we didn't think about it. Then later on, when like you hear the people screaming and shouting, and you actually see them, is when you're just like, oh my god, these
Yeah.
are like close to 800 people sitting in
Did you
this
have
room.
that before and after shot in your mind? Because me, I did.
Yeah, I did.
When we went to check it during setup and then
Yeah.
when we sat right there.
And
crazy.
Saddam was telling me, we don't look at it in the way, we don't look at it like this. Like, we have 14K views, 10K views. Even when 10 people like your shit on social media or whatever, you don't see those people. You just see a number.
Yeah.
But if you line those people up, do you understand how many people
damn.
those are?
It's true.
It's crazy.
I was overwhelmed, bro. That was
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
My mom asked me, so are you going on tour? I was like, it's a good
Amen.
idea.
Yeah, no, we have to,
Amen.
bro. We have to do a global tour, a world tour.
A world tour, yes.
Yeah, we need to. We need to.
A Kenya tour.
Yeah, we start
You know, the
Kenya.
craziest thing is like I've got the most unsupportive family when it comes to the podcast.
Damn.
What do you mean?
Yo, my homies, they just always find out after.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
Like my family is that family. They'll see something shared on social media. They're like, "Oh, you had a live."
Wow.
I think every creative's family humbles them. I think
Yes.
it's a constant.
Yes.
Because I can tell you for a fact, I don't think anyone in my family knew what we were doing.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Even as much as I've put up the post. In fact, bro, my mom was calling me on Thursday to tell me about a family meeting happening at home.
Yo, be like, yo,
and asking
pull
me
up,
if I can pull up.
Like,
And
I
had
have
to
a
explain
life.
to her, Mom, we have a live show, but if we get out early, I'll call you
I'll
ASAP to know
come.
if they still, So I
Wow.
think it's a constant. Okay, apart from
Except for
Ashley's
me.
parents, because they live in pull up for branch. So
Yeah.
I think it's a constant for most
Yeah.
of us,
Yeah.
Calvin.
My
So,
mom was so
yeah.
sad she couldn't come, but she
Yeah.
was just like, so I told her she needs to like stop viewing my Instagram stories and stuff. So that day, like I could see her going through all my Instagram stories, and she texted me, she's like, "You look so good. I wish I was there. I wanted to be the mommy, like in the back, going like,
Oh,
that's
man.
my baby."
Ameanza kuangalia DST. I'll
She
send her the
had
links.
one. She was like, I'm never listening to it ever again.
By the way, DST, I listened to DST this week,
yeah.
funnily enough, and then we were in a meeting today. Calvin and I were in a meeting at some agency, and one of the topics that they brought up in the agency, I was thinking to myself, wait a minute, where have I heard this before? Oh,
The double-sided tape podcast.
Double-sided. Make sure you check it out with Nimrat and Ashley. It's
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah.
Listen, like I feel like Ashley holds back on the pod because boy, I know
No, we all do.
I know all about-
Zimani, if you haven't realized something, the Chop Shop and DST are a byproduct of
right.
this podcast right here, cause of the demos
Right.
represented here. There's some conversations
We
even
can
as
have.
guys.
Right, right.
We've tried it. I used to try it when it was just me. I used to get so frustrated because I was wondering, damn,
These
it's
old
not
niggas.
flying, man.
Yeah.
It's not flying. It's like Joe Biden and the other guys, So I had
I
to
think it's good
embrace-
though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had to embrace the fact that you guys also have things that are burning you that you want to talk about that maybe us guys can't relate at that level. So it's a frustration. It's a creative frustration that all of us feel. So we can actually go out there and release
No,
it differently.
bro. Do you know
It's-
what? I get it because like even this week on the show. By the way, I've got a new co-host on the show. Big up
Big
Tonio
Tony
Kibbs.
Yeah.
man.
The circle is becoming complete.
Yeah.
I realized like I think it was a couple of days ago on the show when they were talking about matatus.
Yeah.
Right, and they were saying that like where's the best place to sit in a matatu, and then it was a whole link about I don't want to sit behind the conductor, I want to sit by the driver, but not right next to him, near to the
Yeah.
door, but not behind the driver because that's where
Yeah,
the heat of the engine is.
Yeah.
And I realized at that moment that I could not relate to any of
Yeah.
that.
For years,
So
bro. For years.
yeah, like I've always joked about matatus, but that inner workings of like who would even know the engine is behind the driver? Like, so I'm trying to say. So I get it, and I think that's the beautiful thing about this new space that we're in terms
Yeah.
of like just conversations. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah,
true.
like I remember how you used to look at Neville and I when we used to eat matofali. What
It's
used to
called
call them?
matofali?
No,
What's that?
The AK was matofali, but KDF.
Oh.
KDFs.
You know matofali is the thing that constructors used to.
Yeah, I know
koroga.
matofali, yeah, brick, yeah.
Yeah, so I remember how G used to look at Neve and I when we were eating KDF in the morning when G is just like, let me get this nigga's Java. You know?
Feed the starving
Eat a
children.
couple of samosas.
It's
No,
honestly,
for real
it's
though,
life.
but
it's life.
those
It's like
are some,
that.
you know, now me and Nev, now you know bro, you know you're not seeing it how we're looking at it because these are two young guys coming up in the game because we were 8 floors, you know, Galana Plaza back when we were at Galana. Us guys are looking outside, beautiful views, you know. We're sipping our coffee, eating our KDFs, and we're imagining them. Maybe 5 years, 10 years down the line, this is probably gonna be me and you, but maybe from our own penthouses or from our own balconies.
Right.
So that moment, you don't see what we see.
Right,
You're not
right,
feeling
right.
what we are feeling. So we even appreciate this KDF that, you know, cost us
Right.
10 shillings or 15 shillings that I know I don't need to eat lunch if I eat 2 of these.
right.
You know, because you know the money.
Bro, were you?
Long story, you
I remember
know.
the time we had the KDF challenge
Yeah.
on air.
Yeah.
You were there?
Yeah. You know.
Jeez, man.
What was it?
Basically, Fabs brought in a whole lot of KDFs.
Hey.
And it was me,
Stuff.
you,
Neville
Neville
there.
and Calvin.
Yeah.
And like we had to eat KDF with no water. My
Jesus
God,
Christ.
that shit
I
was
never did that.
crazy. You were there. You were there.
I never ate no cake.
It's on video. You can't hide.
Such it.
It's on. I know. No, it was on
What are
all
you
We
talking
homeboys.
also have you in boxers, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have
yeah.
you dancing to Beyonce. Yo, we have incriminating
Boxers,
evidence.
boxers.
We're waiting for him to become elected.
I
first.
swear.
That's when all the listen.
Me, I'm
we
that
will
guy. I will wait
blackmail
for your
you.
birthday, your wedding, your
This guy
graduation.
posted something on my birthday. I'm like, Andy, where the
I
fuck
saw
did you
that.
find that?
I'm a sentimental human being,
It was
bro.
sentimental.
Yeah, I have to humble you a couple of times. But
I love
before
it.
we move on from the live, something else I have to acknowledge is the other guys who have done live shows before we did. 'Cause
Yeah.
we've also attended, you know,
Yes.
in support. We've also gone there, you know, to see, okay, this is a new space for us Kenyans. Not many people are doing this.
Yeah.
We're the first guys to be doing this at this moment. So the guys who've been doing it before, I have to give it, you know,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
them because they're the ones who started charting this path. As much as we're different podcasters and everything,
Yeah, definitely.
I respect them for that. and
Sandwich
appreciate them for
podcast,
that.
Ben Psycho and them.
Yeah, Joyride Pod
Joy-
and
and
everything.
even some of the
Yeah.
smaller ones, like guys have done some really intimate ones as
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a good vibe, but it's a good space. And the ironic thing is, two years ago, before I got sick, I remember telling people at work that there's a revenue opportunity for live events, for podcast. Bro, people to come down and sit down just to hear guys talk.
Yeah.
Talk
It's
smart.
life changing.
Guys actually traveled to come for the pod.
Guys
Yo.
came from LD.
Yeah.
LD,
I met a
Mombasa.
babe
Mombasa.
from Mombasa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a lot of people. I
Yo.
don't know where my Nyeri people at, man. Next time,
The support is just not.
let me tell you.
supporting.
Next time we do a live. Aye, boss. If you're watching this from Nyeri,
But
You're sending a bus.
I'm sending a bus, 52 seater.
But also, I think one thing I learned also from the live is that it's like, I mean, it's always good to see what's in your head come through to reality.
Yeah.
But I'm scared because you see, like the outside podcast booth that we did. You know,
Yeah.
we spoke about giving guys a chance to go and record their own podcast. And shout out to all
Yeah.
the guys who did that.
Mm.
Big up.
Then I started thinking about, man, we get a new studio that we can start to build different sets and this and I'm like,
Oh, the creative burden
yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
there's
Yeah.
no switch sometimes.
Yeah, man.
Because you always think about like how do you make it better? How do you
Right.
make it bigger after this?
Man,
You know.
I
And
can show
and
you
know
how.
what's actually crazy?
Was
like
Andy.
Stop, Ashley.
he's busy. It's been 4 weeks, man. Come on.
Now, this is me. Why are you surprised, guys? This
Yo.
is me. Get used to it.
those whatevers. What's actually crazy is like BBC was doing an event a couple of weeks about podcasts as well,
Okay.
and they were like, "Yo, that set design, what? Who did that?" Like you can imagine.
Wait. What, did they invite us to the
It was a small intimate thing, right?
But were we
So
were we represented in any
Were
in
we
any way?
represented?
Did you go?
No, I didn't go. Right?
Did any of us go?
No.
Well, fuck those niggas.
Relax.
For ignoring us all the time.
So
All these motherfucking companies.
Tell them.
Fuck them.
Tell
all of
them.
them. Like no, seriously.
That's the revolution,
No,
I told
no,
you.
let me tell you. and
Let's
this
go.
This is all.
We
This
are
is all
rallying
serious.
behind
It's
you.
like end of the day. It's like I understand that there are so many podcasts in the market. I get it, and I respect all of them. I love what everyone's doing. But I just don't understand. And I only started thinking about this last week. Somebody messaged me somebody from the agency who was at the live, by the way, and asked and said, "Gee, do you ever think?" And I'm going to read this. Now that we've gone down the street, it was along the lines of,
Let's go.
"Do you ever?" Right, he said. By the way, do you ever feel like brands are scared to use you as an influencer or a brand ambassador? And I said, my response was always, he goes, so sometime last year, we were pushing out a campaign for a particular brand, and we were looking for a pod and an influencer to use. I suggested you guys, it's like nobody was interested in pushing for you. Honestly, I was kind of shocked. So it made, like, I didn't think about it as anything, but this is somebody who works in an agency.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking to myself, but hold on a minute. Like,
That's interesting.
for what the mics represents, like 4 years of consistent podcasting and what all of these other podcasts represent as well, I just don't understand how the BBC can have the audacity to ask you about the set design. Fuck off. Because when you have your little Twitter spaces and you have your little podcast soirees, you don't invite us.
True.
Spotify have never invited us for anything.
True.
And they have the numbers. So fuck them too. Fuck all of them.
You know,
And let's just do it. We do what we're doing. We keep on building until we get to a place where we don't even need to have an external plan. And this is not me burning bridges, but I just
Yeah.
feel sometimes that it's something that I've experienced a lot through my entire career. At the end of the day, I know I'm inside, the mics are open, so maybe I'm a bit, what's the word, looking like narrow
biased,
vision.
blind to, yeah.
But I'm just wondering, like, what is it?
Yeah.
No, but I get
About
it.
us that guys
I-
enjoy
I-
to ignore.
But I get it. And for me, I look at it this way, right? Like, I look at where we were 4 years ago,
Right?
right?
In this house. Yeah.
Yeah, recording and showing up every single day. Now you see brands come in, what every other day. Like, it's now gotten to a point where we will get calls. Oh, we want to do this, we want to do that. At the end of the day, I can see those ignores, those, oh, let's try this, oh, we're not sure. But now I can start to see, fam, it's happening. So you get, it's a case
We
of...
don't need that association.
It's not even that. It's like, say for instance, G and I were at a meeting earlier today, and fam, that meeting was like so eye opening. It was one of those things where 2 years ago that kind of conversation wasn't happening.
Wouldn't take place. True.
Wasn't happening, right? But all of the dedication towards this and that, and quality, consistency, what, it just gets to a point. The people who ignored you won't ignore you.
They can't
and
ignore
also,
you
for me,
anymore.
I think what gives me comfort is knowing that a lot of people are fake.
Very true.
You get it's a simple thing in life. Like Andy, you went to uni, you the same, right? People who didn't particularly look at you
Wow.
in a cool
See
way.
all the G out. Damn.
No, this is the second time today, but it's fine.
I saw
Yeah,
that jab,
but
bro.
you know-
that was under
Yeah.
the belt,
I'm
bro.
trying to
Not
I'm
nice,
trying to
but
have him
proceed.
understand it in this context as well.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. For you, that guy you met on the train who'd won instead of you.
Yes, in the train station. Yes.
Yeah, right? And I see them all the damn time. Like me in uni, I was a bit left. I was just like, yeah, whatever. We're here. I'm having a good time. But I was like, I'll figure how to do things. But now I meet all of these people. They're like, yo, so extra friendly. But
Yeah.
I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. I know you.
That's
You get
Keep the
so
same
it
energy.
is life.
Yeah, so
it's
I-
life, and
it's
that's
true.
how it is. Yeah, it
is
just
true.
comes full circle like
It's
that.
true, and like I said, all right, maybe I shouldn't say fuck those guys. But what I'm saying is, I said it already. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, it's like I just don't understand. It's like I just want a fair race. Like I just
Yeah.
want a fair race. At the end of the day, it's
Bruh.
life ain't fair.
Yo,
No, you know what I'm saying though.
have that conversation with Baba, bro.
Wow. That really went full circle, bro.
You know, there's no greater example.
Wow, I'm done.
No. Oh
This
no.
Open the servers.
Fam,
Open the streams.
Like you know, you've just said fair race, and unfortunately, I had to
There's
say that.
nothing like that.
You know, when I think about it, in the sense that, but I've been seeing a lot of this, you know, with the mass protests and everything. And someone kept saying, "Yo, Baba fought for the liberation. He was there in 1992. He's been to jail. All of those different kind of things." And when I hear you say it's not a fair race, I'm like, fam.
You say art imitates life, right? And when we look at maybe the world of filming, in most movies, the schematics, the skeleton, right? If you have a plot where you have someone who is very talented at doing something, more often than not, all odds are stacked against them.
Yeah.
And there comes their story, because everybody watching this story will want to have that emotional, like it needs to be cathartic, like it needs to be immense enough for
Right,
you
right.
to make a certain shift. So I get what Calvin is talking about, because in a movie, that kid who has all odds stacked against him
Is
has
the one.
to fight all the way up
Right.
and prove a point every other time. But along the side, it's the guys who, from our perspective, might not be that deserving, who are winning, but they can only win for so long.
Right.
And they can only, now the protagonist can only be ignored for so long.
Right.
So I guess it's only a matter of time. It doesn't change the quality of what we do. It doesn't change
The consistency.
yes, the consistency or where we want to go with this. So I guess as long as we have that in lock,
Yeah,
life
okay,
will
that's
still do
and
life.
that's a beautiful
so
thing.
this is a story still being written. So one day everything is going to pan out like, wow, okay.
Do you know what? I
Yeah.
respect that, and I respect that 100%. And you know, more and more, I'm seeing in life how sometimes somebody can say something like you've just said, and it can really change my mind. You both are absolutely correct, and I need to stop thinking about those things, and I do.
Yeah, of
No,
course.
you're allowed
It's
to.
frustrating as well.
Everybody's
No,
allowed to,
we
Yeah.
see
right?
that and we feel it too, bro.
It happens more often than
Yeah.
not. Yeah, more often than not. But you know, it's like
It doesn't paralyze me because it makes me want to do
it's
more.
Like, it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like we sometime last year, I wake up to some tweets about someone trashing the fucking podcast, right? And we happened to meet this particular person at an event that we had organized,
right,
and they are like acting like
right,
they'd
didn't
never
do
tweeted
shit.
out of their ass.
Yeah.
right,
Right? And I remember me and G taking a picture and we're like, yo, let's keep this shit for the next
Oh
time he ever fucking
yeah,
says
oh
some
yes.
I've
This
seen
you?
something like that
Oh,
on
yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
like, yo, hey, you
This
know
you?
that?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, there's
I'd actually forgotten about that.
You get there's
Yeah,
too
it's
many.
true.
Me, I'm at a point in life. What the fuck are you actually doing? There's a lot of motherfuckers who say shit. There's not enough doers. So
Yeah.
you stick around and do whatever the fuck
you
you're
know
doing.
you know how I
get-
look at it. You see, you have a certain or a particular vision for this podcast and this company, right? You've already seen it, and there's where you want to go with this. There's direction for sure, but you have to trust that it's happening and this is part of it, bro.
Right.
You know, and that's always part of the process. Whenever you're going through a certain process, you don't realize it until later on when you're having a third person perspective, looking back. You're like, oh damn, when I was there, I was so involved, I was so emotionally engaged, all my senses were there, so I couldn't have looked at it any other way. But I didn't realize that I needed that
Right,
for
right.
the process. So all this whether it's good or deemed as bad, whatever is coming our way, we have to believe that this is what we asked for.
Right.
It might not be what we think it
Yeah.
will look like, but it is what we've asked for.
Yeah, I've been talking to Kevin, and I was talking to him about something, and I was just like, it's frustrating. Like, I keep I keep looking for it and I keep wanting it, but it's not coming. And he said something to me, and he was just like, maybe it's not coming because God is waiting for you, is pushing you back so that something bigger can come your way. Like he's holding you back so that something bigger can come your way. So don't look at it as you're failing at anything, or these things are not coming at you because you're not worthy or you're not good enough for it, but because that weight is prepping you for something so much bigger. And that's like, it's been stuck in my mind so much that every time I see something or I'm going through something where I feel like, okay, I'm not worthy of something, that it always comes back to me, and it's just like, it's simply not your time.
Yeah.
Like, you simply just take your time, wait for it, be patient about it.
Okay.
Waiting for something bigger.
It's
But-
like
but you-
bow and arrow. It's like, a fair, sling. The more the tension, the farther back you pull, the farther it's going to go.
Yeah.
But you might not be enjoying that tension.
Yeah.
In
But
the meantime, yeah.
here's the thing. And I think when Simon was here, if you listen to what all of us are saying, and you go back to the episode when Simon was here, he mentioned some very interesting things, right? And the one thing I've come to learn, especially when you work with a team, is the times you have to actually just chill and realize that you have to sit back and just admit and be like, okay, cool. They probably don't see the vision like I do. Right? So you have to actually build the vision upon people to get it, right?
Yeah.
Then based upon that, you're able to work people on their strengths. Okay, this person does this person does this person does this. It will get to a point, your vision will have trickled down. You as the visionary, the person who was trying to bring down the vision, you wouldn't even have to fight some fights.
Yeah.
It will be the people, because they've now gotten a footing in the belief,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get
It's all vision, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's how it is. You know what I mean?
We got deep.
Wow. I feel like, let's finish. Fun is over, dog.
Welcome to our TED
I
Talk.
feel like I've learned shit today, and you know what? I accept that, and I'm open to learning new ways, because as you said before we came on air today, my tendency is always to run out there and fight first, and then see
Think
what
about
go
it
on. But I'm
later.
realizing that, like you're saying, some fights I don't need to fight. Let me just enjoy the process, enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's how life is.
Yeah.
What else? What did I want to
Hey,
update
forget
you
when
guys
the
on?
man say, hey, we don't want to. We have a good pod.
We've had a good pod.
Yeah, let's not ruin it, because I know you, Calvin.
Me.
We
Let me
know
see.
you.
I'm trying
And
to see.
it's going to be, you've built
I
it
think
up.
the way he's holding his
When Calvin
Man
does
is
this,
plotting.
when Calvin does this, you know.
And we know that
He's
couch, bro. You know that
cooking.
shit, man.
Man, there's some shit I talk about on here, but
What if like G and Calvin start their own podcast? See the way me and you and Nev have Chop Shop.
Yeah.
Me and Nimrat have
We've-
DST.
we've spoken about it.
See?
Procrastinated for
years?
so long.
But you know,
Do
the
it.
craziest thing is, let me tell you, honestly, it's cool. So I'm not trying to make no excuses, right? But where we are right now, like I can tell you, the amount of things we need to do in the next couple of months is actually a lot. It's just, we just need to say, Tuesday, after the show, we're meeting here, we're doing this. Because let me tell you, if we, after lunch or whatever,
It's not gonna happen.
it's not going to
Yeah.
happen. Yeah, so it's one of those. But it will happen. It will happen.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Don't know when, but it's gonna happen.
Eventually.
I find that life is, I don't know about everybody generally, but I find that life has become so busy, and it's like exactly the opposite of what I envisaged this stage of life to
Yeah.
be. And I find
No, for you, yes. I came to accept the fact that I don't think you'll ever stop being busy.
Plus,
Yeah.
you run towards being busy. You're always active.
You look for
keep-
it. You
yeah.
want it. You want
You
to
keep
be busy.
yourself busy.
no, I honestly though, I feel, and I totally relate to what he's saying, right? I get so offended when, and I've now come to kind of just say, you know what?
It is what
None
it
of
is.
my business is really out there. Bro, I keep telling guys, and my mom tells me, you need to eat, you need to rest up more.
Yeah.
I leave home at 5, I'm back home at like 9, what. Bro, once you start to chase whatever it is that you're headed for,
There's no
There's
slowing down.
it's that, and it's also
Yeah.
it's also like I find that like I know, and I've said this before on the pod, I'm sure, that it's just there. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that breakthrough
At the cusp.
is just there, and it just
Yeah.
needs to be pushed.
A little push.
You know, because the end game has to be self-sufficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
you know what I mean?
Sure.
but I'll answer it from like an entrepreneur place,
Point of view.
right? When you like now, when you talk to Sai, he's nice, right?
Yeah.
But once you unlock that first
level and go
The
beyond that.
foundation, yeah.
oh,
And you
Yeah.
see the process.
oh, that's it.
Yeah, the
That
process.
shit, that shit in a crack addiction, same.
Same
Yeah,
thing.
same
True.
Yeah.
thing.
You hear
Same
when
thing.
guys tell you entrepreneurs 3 o'clock they're up just
Yeah. Thank you.
skimming.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shame.
I think that, and I think also like you mentioned about getting home at like 9 o'clock, like yesterday. I remember getting a text about it was about 9, and these days my do not disturb goes on at 9:45, and my WhatsApp automatic messages go on at 9:45. So if you message me after 9:45 or call you can't get through. I remember I had a conversation and it was like, yeah, I just got into bed. It's like, oh, like so early, and I'm like, I was
What do
so
you mean
offended.
so early? Yeah.
I was actually low key offended. I'm like, what the fuck? You mean so early? Because and that was the day yesterday when I got up at like 3:45, and these days when I get up that early, sleep. There's no point going back to sleep for half an hour.
Oh hell.
That's a
No.
dangerous game.
Fam, let me tell you, I am so intentional about my sleep because I don't know, I fucked my sleeping patterns. I really, really have. I go to bed at midnight.
You do?
Yeah,
I wake up to do a morning show.
man,
Good luck
I've
with that,
really
boy.
fucked it up, and I really need to kind of rewind it, right? But what's the craziest
keeping
thing?
you up at night,
So
Calvin?
I wake up. My alarm goes 4:30, right? So I wake up and start
Talk
going
over that
through
one.
like.
Yeah, PR.
Oh shit! Yo! Dog update.
I was about to say it's clearly not his
update.
dog.
It's coming. So so I wake up 4:30. I start to like go through what's happening. I email myself, bro. My cue is do it for 25 minutes tops. After that,
Back to sleep.
back to sleep. Fam, I have
woke up at
mastered
4:30.
it. I have come for classes. Wake up 5:15. Shower. 5:45.
Out that.
Out.
I leave the house at 5:45. That's where we always
Yeah, end up at the same thing.
roundabout.
So I've figured it out.
Yeah, in the morning. This guy.
Roundabout.
I see this guy almost every morning, bro.
Boom. I'll even call this guy if it's flooded. Yo!
Don't drive that
use
way.
this. Yeah, it's the way it is. But so anyway,
Cute.
That's
I know.
that's just the way it is. Dog update before
Let me
I
ask
forget.
before you, I'm glad you mentioned that I see you in the morning on the way to work. Do you ever race me?
Nah,
Are you sure?
nah.
I think
No,
he
Jay,
probably
Wasn't there? Are
does.
you sure? There was
no,
one
BMW
photo.
There's a
guys have a
time this
reputation.
fucker was
Yeah, he
driving
was.
slow. But there's a time this guy passed me. I was not in a hurry. It was like 5:55. Then he calls me. He's like, "Yo, bro, what's up? No hurry today."
I race you.
Just so you know.
But here's the thing: if G ever passes me at the lights by by Riverside,
It's okay.
right? Because I know he has to stop somewhere ahead.
I have to stop to drop off my Ascari.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
miss just shwa, and you know where he stops, right? So the Scary gets out of on this the left hand side, and where he stops is where there's usually flood. So I just splash water on him.
Wow, you guys are.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. There you go.
Only BMW guys.
Only be
BMW.
my guys.
Oh, by the
So-
way, I'm selling my car. Check
Team
my
Mercedes,
IG.
Yeah.
Check my IG if you want to buy my car. It's in perfect condition. It's a nice car, but I'm selling it because of where we live now, like where I live.
You need a bigger car, huh?
When it rains, my God, like you
It's
cannot
mad.
get out of
So you're going
the.
SUV now?
Huh?
Are we going SUV now?
Yeah, but not. I don't want to go to like a big SUV because I don't really like big cars.
Yeah.
But maybe a middle of the range.
Like,
what
what
you
brand
like.
are you looking
Yeah.
at?
Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, somewhere in the
Somewhere in
middle.
the middle,
Not too
huh?
big, not too small.
Funny
a bit of a
enough,
nice
Balance.
balance.
Not the balance.
There's a day we actually had this conversation at 6:05. Yo, man, the water, bro. You can't take a BMW through that,
Bro.
Then G's like, you know what I'm saying, man? We just need to go SUV.
This is why you need to
Just
start
like,
your own podcast because me, I
Exactly.
cannot relate
Yeah.
not once
Bruh,
to this.
yo, here's the thing.
Yeah.
It was actually out of concern, right? So the 320s, the older BMWs, right?
That would have stopped that day.
That would have stopped. Because there's a day
shut
it
down.
rained. It must have been like a Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
Bro, it rained.
It was
and
so
remember
bad.
where the
Shell.
Java Shell used
Yes.
to be?
Oh, yeah.
It's a
That place
mess.
was flooded.
And I went through there with the 5 series.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But my mechanic told me that like in the year that we have like 2014, 15, whatever.
Yeah.
They moved the electrical thing in the BMW from the bottom of the car to the top.
Okay.
Because
Oh.
in the old car, in the old one, that car would have stopped.
So for me that day when it was raining, right? So I was in the small,
Yeah.
right? So when I get there, I'm panicking because of this guy. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to call him because I knew the minute he
your
cuts
colleague
through,
here.
That's it.
Damn.
that's it. Yeah,
But it was so honestly, it's like one of those. And you're right, we do need to start a podcast because, like you said, and I'm learning today that like there are levels of where you can relate to or not. Because I mean, I wouldn't be having this conversation with you 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Do
You
you know
know
what I'm
what's
saying?
crazy? Funny, today we were at another meeting, right? And we were being told about different types of oils. We're like,
The guy's like, yo, you know,
Oil.
if you have a particular car, you need to use this type of oil. If the car is 10 years old, you need to use this type of oil.
Oh,
It's
really?
like crazy.
But yo, so anyway, man, my dog, bro, fucking hell, man. So
Here we go.
Is it dead?
No, you know, actually,
Damn.
you know, remember that day you said that thing on the radio?
What's that?
About
the dogs?
Dogs, don't ever say that.
What do you mean?
Don't ever like pet people.
No, I get it, but
Yeah.
I had a conversation this morning with Tonio. Like, why would you get a dog? 14 years down the line, you're gonna be heartbroken.
Yeah, that's
Yo,
true.
but you know, here's the
Damn.
thing. You
Damn.
dogs are
But
dogs
I'm
are
gonna
like
have amazing 14 years, bro.
yo,
Until
dogs-
that day.
Dogs are
worth
it, right? So my dog has had an inverted ball for a while.
Okay.
What? What now?
Yeah,
Inverted
the
balls.
ball,
You can do
testicle,
that?
one.
What?
No,
Not
no,
you
no.
can do that.
It
It's
was
a
born. It's
condition.
a condition.
Is it going
it's
in
a
reverse,
defect.
nigga?
No, so it's a defect, right? Like, so here's the thing. If you guys don't figure it out, these fuckers. I'm being passionate about my dog here.
Evidently too passionate.
Yeah. So
Yo, what's that, bro? Please.
The dog's
help us.
ball is not hanging down; it's actually inside.
yeah.
It happens to humans as well, by the
It
way.
does.
When you're turned off, maybe.
No. So some guys they have like their testes is up and they have to do a procedure to drop
Bring the
Oh,
ball, drop the
okay.
balls.
so here's the thing, right?
Pause.
Too late.
Yeah, stop the jokes. So anyway, so the dog has said this for like close to a year plus, and the dog says the older it gets,
The
it
dog.
can get cancerous.
The dog.
Oh.
The dog doctor, it can get cancerous. So you're
Okay.
like, oh shit,
You have
okay.
to do an operation.
You guys have to do an operation. But now the craziest thing is this, right? The operation had to be operation stroke castration. 2-for-1 special.
Okay.
No, you can't do that.
But did you plan to breed your dog?
Fam,
You can't do that, bro.
you know, I'm a dude at heart, right? So
You're like, damn.
So mommy dog is talking about mommy
It's
dog
such Kevin Hart
is
film,
mommy
please.
dog is talking
Vasectomy
about
for dogs.
mommy dog is talking about the balls have to go, and I'm like, snake
Like how
But it's fine. They don't
How
even
do you-
know.
How do you give-
I'm like,
How do you
fam,
know?
why hasn't the dog been asked?
Did the dog
it needs
tell
to
you?
it needs to fucking
Yeah.
like you need to do it as a like you know
But
what I'm
it still
saying?
does
once.
it.
Yeah.
It still does it.
It, bro, but ain't she? That's gonna come out.
But
You
I
feel me?
think
It's just
they
gonna,
get
it's
the
just
blood.
gonna be air like.
Yo, let
I'm
me
sorry,
let me
okay.
tell you. So my cat, my mom castrates like all the dogs. What is it called?
Why are humans so? You know, humans.
does that too. Like
Fuck
even
humans.
the women. Wait, even the babes.
They get
yeah,
spayed.
They get spayed. So one of
Damn,
the cats.
why do you know that, bro?
Wait,
See, I'm
listen.
well read.
Oh, yeah.
So one of my mom's cats, it's called Jamie. It's a dude. It's a dude. So it usually goes out like my mom's house.
Hold
is
up, it's called
Jamie.
What does it live in?
Jamie Lannister.
What does it have like
Jameson?
its own? Does it have like its own cage?
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
It's a cat.
You know what? Do you know what would be dope? If it had like a carton where it lived in. You know why?
Jesus
It would be
Christ.
called Jamie Box.
Wow.
Why did you hijack that story
Kindly,
for such a
no.
terrible joke? Oh
No.
my god. We should have ended this pod. I told you all.
So the cat goes out and does it. Shut up! I'm not even. It's
And
not
then
funny.
he'll laugh like that's the best joke ever.
So
Wow.
it goes out, does its shenanigans, comes back to eat and shit and basically nap.
Live life.
So now it has a girlfriend. So the girlfriend has been bringing this little cat to the house. So
the
later
little
on,
youngins.
later on, so we're just like, oh, Jamie has kittens. So even Jamie is acting like those kittens are his. Then my mom one day was just like, wait a minute.
Where did they come from?
Jamie can't have kids.
Oh,
So
Jamie
you
did
guys-
that thing.
You guys,
Jamie didn't do shit.
You guys
They're
do-
not his babies.
But-
you
Very
guys
responsible.
threw Sharon streets back into the streets with her kittens.
With the kids. Oh, that's cold, Ashley.
No,
That's
she
cold.
was, she was never brought in, but I think.
So anyway, bro.
Damn.
So now he is what it is, man. So yesterday I'm sent for a video. I'm like, I was so concerned. I'm like, is he okay? What? The dog is
Wait a
trying to
minute.
explain.
Is he in pain?
The video of your dog after they are post-op.
No, this is yesterday. I was like, hey, can I get a dog? It was video. Right? Because I was like, oh shit, how's he doing? Like
It's
he was
already
smoking
done.
me.
Okay.
So
Where is your dog?
He's still got the whole thing.
So you were not with the dog.
No, yesterday I wasn't with the dog.
So you were
get-
concerned. You're concerned from a distance.
So
I was-
Who had the dog?
Bro,
It's at the vet.
you guys
Is it
are
at the
acting.
vet?
Listen, I've said this shit
It's
before.
with mommy dog.
Yes, my apartment does not allow dogs. You get?
So where's your dog?
But this is what
He's
happens.
really-
So
No,
who has
So
your
know
dog?
going
my
somewhere with
dog
this, wait.
lives in Riverside.
Hey,
Dog lives in Riverside.
Yeah.
With who?
Wait, paid for
What are
apartment.
you asking?
Paying rent. This nigga has a job, bro.
Bro, my dog.
Your
my
dog lives in
my
Riverside.
My dog had to actually go through like a
Does it have a
a
carrier
slimming
number?
exercise.
Yeah.
It's finally spin. But here's the thing, right? So we're having this conversation a couple of weeks ago. I think right after the mics are open, the live. She's like, hey, I want to give away the dog. I was fucking furious.
but you
I'm
barely
like,
see the dog
I'm
anyway.
like, no,
Yeah.
I'm at the house. I'm there to see the dog.
You visit the dog.
Yo, joint custody. ain't-
Custody. Do you pay child
Joint
support?
custody in this bitch. Tell me, I know about child custody. Now, so anyway, yo, let me tell you, the love for a pet is real. I don't think we should ever try and whatever.
How many
Because
times-
the minute she was like, yo, I'm thinking about it, I
How many
was
times do you
ready
see
to
your
go
dog?
to dog court.
But you're not even
No,
looking
but
after
here's the thing.
dog,
I was
yo.
ready.
You're a deadbeat.
That's not. That's
How many
not.
times do you see your dog?
dad.
I see the dog. I see the dog often, right?
Bro,
But here's the thing.
No, stop.
Often is
Stop.
relative.
No, let me
Stop. No, one question. In this precise moment, I want you to go into your phone and find a picture of you and the dog.
Oh, me and the dog.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
The latest one.
The latest one.
The latest one.
Yeah.
So we can see the date.
Exactly.
The
My man
latest
will
one.
be scrolling and
The latest
scrolling
one with
and
you and the dog.
It's
And if it's-
gone
hold up.
so
And if it's
far.
anywhere like 2022, then just don't come with your dog stories.
No. Hold up.
Who you
hold up.
call?
Are you
Colin.
calling for a
Listen,
picture?
Listen.
No.
listen.
Are you
A
calling
picture of this dog you care about.
Yeah, I've
When
got
did
the
you get
picture.
this From your
I've got the
gallery.
picture. I've got. Listen, I want
No.
you guys to get the latest
No.
update.
Editor
latest.
We want
is here.
The latest. I want the
That's your
latest.
boy.
Like. Hold up.
Editor, can you? We need a picture of Calvin's the latest picture with the dog and the date.
This
I
is your
guarantee
guy,
you, it's
bro.
like July 2022.
Who's your guy?
Let me send
You
a
don't
video.
care about that dog. No, I want a picture of you and
They're
the
not
dog.
even receiving. What are you calling the dog?
Listen. Could you
Why
send
are
me,
you
could
why
you
are you
send me could you
stalling?
send me a picture of the dog?
No,
We want a
no,
photo
that's
of
not
you
what
and
you
the
want.
Me and the
dog.
dog. Okay, cool. So that was that,
Look
right?
at this guy.
He can't produce. Listen,
Evidence.
fam, let me tell you something.
This
But you
guy.
can still win. Because maybe if you can't produce your degree, you can still become a big politician. If you can't produce the picture of the dog, you can still be a dog dad. It's okay.
I actually have it. I'm
Where's the?
just scrolling.
It shouldn't take you so long to find a picture of
I'm
this
tempted
dog
to
that
ask
you
for
love.
the latest photo of you and Jojo.
That he has.
Oh.
And that I know he has.
Okay.
That one I know he has. But him and this dog that he talks about every
But
goddamn
who
week.
looks after this dog though? No, I'm more
The
curious
mommy
about-
dog.
Who's the mommy
Damn dog got attachment issues.
That's why. That's why the mommy dog. The
I bet.
dog's mommy
What's-
wants to
what's the
get
name of
rid
your
of
dog?
it.
Roscoe.
I bet the dog doesn't even know his goddamn name.
Yo,
Are
the
you still
dog knows
scrolling?
me.
You could just go to the dog and say,
You
Pete,
don't
Pete, Pete, Pete. It will still come. Fucking dog don't even know its name.
You don't have any in your favorites? Like you haven't favorited
This
any?
nigga
You even
is
have one in
fake.
your favorites, bro.
Look at him. Look
Can I see
That's a
the...
video. Where are you?
Stop.
Hold
let
up,
me tell,
hold
let me
up.
tell
That's
you.
women's feet. That's not.
Hey,
See,
whose
look,
socks
look.
are those?
That's from WhatsApp.
Ah!
Hold up. I'm
What year was
about,
that?
I'm about to
Case.
drop a nuclear bomb.
What
I
year
rest
was
my
that?
case.
Relax.
You're making us look
Y'all,
bad,
y'all are trying
bro.
to make me sweat.
Now women
and
are not
shit.
going to be believing us when we tell them
It's
things,
taking
man.
you more than.
Booyah! Look at this nigga.
This is
Me
from
asleep.
2021.
Who said that?
Give me that phone.
Wait,
Why
so
did you
let me
zoom
see,
in?
let me see.
Hold on, you can't scroll.
I'm
I'm not
gonna scroll.
scrolling. Tap on
First
it.
of all,
Just tap
wait
on
till
it.
you- I'm not
Just
scrolling.
shut up. Let me...
Look at his
Kanye
dreads.
knows you niggas
His
are
dreads
gonna
are
swipe.
so short. You're
No, my dreads are not so short. I was
But
wearing a
okay,
dual
show
Show
Hold
us
on.
the year. Show us the year.
The year.
Bro,
That's
he's-
when you were still in Waka.
2023. 2020. What are you talking about?
Bullshit. You sent that. I've seen that picture before.
Oh, hell
And that was like
Oh,
2022.
DCI, I love it.
Bro,
I love it.
the guy's dreadlocks
We-
are this high.
He always... Isn't that the picture he always shows
The
us when he's
same
showing us
one.
the dog?
Yo, but you
It's
know.
the same picture.
Okay, bro.
I'll send.
do us a favor.
I'll send. Hold up.
Can you take a picture with the dog this
I
weekend?
let me.
No, please take a picture with the dog this
It's,
weekend.
it's gonna be at Bodin.
Who you calling
Oh,
in the middle of
dog's
a
gonna be a boarding.
podcast, bro?
So
You
that
know, do
means
you
like-
guys know about like Bodin for
Yes,
dogs?
we
Yes,
know, and
yeah.
it's expensive as well.
Could
Yeah.
you send me
I
a
know about
picture of
boarding
me
for
and
my
the dog,
doggies.
please? I am losing battles here.
No.
Why are you not picking up?
And this is the
Why you
person.
upset?
Wait, this is the person who
Send me
cares
a
for the
picture
dog.
of me and
Yeah.
the dog. People out here calling me
dog's
dead.
mom
We wanted
What
a
the
photo
fuck?
of you
This is
and
the
the
person
dog.
who cares for the dog.
And he's being rude.
No, I'm not being rude. I'm sorry. It's just that.
The person who cares for the dog don't even pick your calls.
Wow.
The
Don't
person
send
who
it.
cares for the dog doesn't even pick your calls.
All right.
Don't send it.
Yo,
Don't send no picture.
Send
you
pictures.
lost
Don't
times 10,
send it.
bro. You lost times 10. Ungetia tu pale.
Hi.
Wrap it up.
So anyway. So back on that whole thing, I've actually come to realize that animals actually give a lot of people support.
Yeah, of course.
It's like it's something. Yeah.
The amount of support you give that dog.
But you know what I
Not
want to
much,
get? But let me ask you this,
but it
right?
counts.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing.
We got you today. There's no here's the thing. Today you'll be
You don't even need to
Here's
talk about the
So
dog anymore.
you know what I want to do. So now since these guys are saying I don't, we can't keep pets at my house, right? If I get a parrot, is there anything wrong?
Yes. You already can't look after one pet.
Parrots die, you know. If they're not,
True.
birds die, bro.
And they have like proper attachment
Get
issues.
like a turtle or something.
Turtles die too.
Yeah, but
I have
Get-
a friend
get
whose
Parrots were
turtle
gonna be
died.
home every day.
Will you feed it?
Yeah.
Will you talk to it?
You're like this.
Will you
is
teach
Let
it
me tell you.
words?
There's a time when I was at primary school, so we used to have
going
a
to be rapping to Nipsey
we-
Hussle, I
we-
swear.
Nipsey-
Running on my life. Bro, you were just born the other day.
Nipsey
Relax.
parrot. So there's a time when we were at primary school. So in the school we used to have in primary school. I don't know if they did it over here. You'd have a class pet. So we used to have a hamster.
Oh god damn! You lost the point of that. You
don't know if we had that.
class pet, bro.
And his reaction.
It must have been a grasshopper or something. Undomesticated.
Wait,
Feel me?
wait, just 1 second. Wait. You all had
We
class.
need Andy's reaction on that.
Yes. We had class, so we used to have like a hamster.
Not a mascot.
No, a pet, an actual pet.
Not your goat, Andy. Not your
So
goat.
we used to have a hamster and a budgie. A budgie is like
budgie?
you know what a budgerigard. You know what a budgerigard is?
Oh, no.
My God, a budgie is like a small parrot. It's like a small bird.
Oh yeah.
A budgie.
I've
Don't
seen
look at
those.
us like that, bro. We didn't do these things.
All right, so
You're the weird one here. Don't
Okay.
look at us like we're the weird
so
ones.
we used to in school in London we used to have a class pet, and there used to be a rota of who feeds the pet this day, whatever. I guess it's to teach the kids to like animals. We were like 7 or 6. You know what I mean?
Also responsibility, I guess.
So every weekend, somebody else took the animal home. So you take the animal home on Friday, you bring it back on a Monday, and you have it in the cage. And Imagine I lost the budgie.
Oh no.
How did
Because
you
now
lose
what
the
it is,
budgie?
you have to, because you let it out of the cage to fly. They're very nice, by the way. You let it out of the cage to fly, but I left the window open.
What did you eat that night, though?
Wow.
That's what we want to know.
The budgie
What
flew
did you
out.
eat that
The
night?
budgie flew out the window, never to be seen again. And I know it died because it's exotic.
Yeah.
It can't go out there and compete with pigeons and sparrows
Damn.
and
It was
shit.
probably eaten immediately, like
Yeah.
went
But-
out the window.
Yeah,
But
for
yeah.
supper, I'm
The
sure.
first supper.
Yeah, I didn't make it to the window.
That was a tweet. That was a lot of responsibility to bestow upon
Yeah.
you.
No, but the thing about it is, I get it.
I mean,
Angel of death.
fam,
Fatality.
how can you be good at something you don't know?
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think it's good. I think
That's actually a really dope
So they
idea.
we used to have the class pets. We take it in terms. But I lost the budgie.
For holidays, how does it go?
I don't even remember.
Oh
I
shit!
don't
By the way,
remember.
who took care of it during holidays?
I don't even remember, but I know that
I mean,
one of the high
if
points
my man for one weekend
lost the budgie.
Yeah, the
I
don't
remember
know
But
like
about
then
the
again,
holiday.
these guys weren't in boarding school,
In
so you
primary
guys
school,
can bounce it
they,
along.
the daytime school, and plus the school had a caretaker as well. But I think like I remember being in primary school and they let it was so exciting as a kid. They let the budgie out of the cage in the classroom and it would just fly around the classroom and fly around the classroom.
You really
So let
didn't
me ask
study.
you.
What? Imagine African classroom.
Yo, you learn something new every
13 times
day.
13 class. Yo,
Bro,
ain't nobody
I
paying
think it would be
attention.
good. I think it'd be good.
Oh,
So
hell
did
no.
every class have like were there similar pets or as you
No,
go
so the general plets were and
like there's probably a
if,
goat
if
or
I
a cow up
remember,
there?
to be honest, if I remember correctly,
cow.
by the time you went
You
to
know,
like,
like hamster,
hold up,
rat,
hold up, hold
cat.
up. You know,
no, there's no cats. It was a hamster,
couple of
just caged
questions.
animals.
Couple of questions. So like, so you guys would let the pet like fly around
Let the
class,
yeah,
right?
classroom.
So what are you gonna tell us next? You guys had a class like how to pet your pet.
What?
No, listen.
This guy.
From what I can clearly recall, class 4, class 3, class 2, we had class
Y'all
pets.
didn't get that.
No, we did, bro. We moved
It
on.
wasn't that good. So it's like I remember when we got
Hold
to
up.
class 6
Hold up. This is
Another
better.
one.
This is
Wrap
better.
it up, guys. Just
How to domesticate your pet.
No,
They didn't have classes to be taught that.
Running wild and young and free.
Andy's joke is funnier than yours, and you started it.
you guys are mad.
They didn't have class.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Especially in Kenya, like if you go to like a school, if you go primary school, I think the class should have a pet.
Also, I think like
I mean, that's
kids,
so classless.
kids generally are so
Like
scared
animals.
of
Yeah,
pets.
yeah.
They're so scared of pets. Like I saw a kid some other day. I was at the car wash, and there was a little cat, and the kid was just like so scared, and he was trying to kick it, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
we
a
had
cat.
we had hamsters, we had budgies, and that's what, those are the only 2 animals I remember. Because the hamsters they run around on this wheel thing.
Yeah.
And then we have to feed it with these little grain things, and they sleep a lot.
Damn, that's
What pets
interesting.
Oh,
would
and
you
guinea
guys have?
pigs as well. But guinea pigs as well.
What pets would you guys keep though?
That was a good question. So bad
Except for you.
Definitely a cat and a dog. I have to get a cat and a dog.
I can't have
Both.
a cat, man.
Why not?
I feel like cats. I just feel like they look down on you. I just feel like cats look down
I feel
on
like
you, bro.
cats are pretenders though.
Yeah, I feel like they're fake.
Yeah.
No, just
Cats
get
be
a
like,
proper cat. There's
No,
different
I saw
kind of
this.
cats.
I saw this meme, and it was a meme, and it was like a owner being attacked by criminals, and the cat was there kicking the owner, and then in the other meme there was a dog. The dog was chasing the attackers, but the cat was there kicking the owner as well.
I know
Like,
for sure.
Nice, nigga.
I feel like if like I don't feel like a cat would ever in any shape of the way form try to defend you.
No.
But why are you thinking for in terms of defense for a cat? Why are you looking to a cat for defense?
You're
in
meant
the
to be
first
there for
place,
each
G?
other.
It's a companion team.
But yes, but like have you ever had a dog?
Yes.
So I've had a dog. Let me tell you, a dog will come to the side of your bed in the morning and just wait until while you wake up.
Let me tell you.
A cat ain't doing
But
that.
Yo,
cats
yo,
do
I've
that
been my cat,
too.
bro.
I've said-
Cats do
I
that
used to have a
too.
cat that
I've said it
slept next
before
to me,
on this
bro.
here pod, right? Yo, I fuck with dogs all day, right? Because they're my
KDMX.
dogs.
What's your dog?
Right? But here's the thing. My granny had a dog. It was called, damn, what is it called?
Roscoe?
No.
That was
Dash.
your dog.
It was called
Tusker?
No. It was called
Rex?
Tyson. It was called Tyson.
Sea-boy.
Tyson. So Tyson, when my granny passed on, Tyson was at the graveyard and didn't eat graveside and didn't eat for
They
a
mourn.
while.
Dogs do
They
that though.
mourn.
Yo,
Yeah.
dogs
No,
are the
animals
ones.
mourn.
But
Yo,
cats
cats are just like
no,
Cats would be-
I'll
cats would
tell
be
you
like-
this. Like every time my mom is feeling sick, like the cat will actually like lick her face or whatever to make sure like she's still awake, or sleep like next to her and like watch over
Cats are
her.
nice
Like it's so
creatures, bro.
But I
it's so
always
cute
get
to
yourself
watch.
a
I've,
nice
I've
one.
always, I've
If
always
you
felt
die,
like I've always
the dog will mourn. The cat will be like,
On
okay,
to the next
bitches,
one.
who's feeding me now? Did he give you the schedule before
Wow,
he
this
passed
story
away?
sounds so
but you know,
familiar.
here's the thing. Here's
So
the thing. Like,
familiar.
if you die and you've got like a cat, man, that pussy back on the streets. You know what I mean?
100%.
Where's the,
Out in those streets. I see what you did there, but no,
No,
no handshake.
give me Nusum cat.
nah, it's
No.
too far.
No handshake for that.
Like,
Too far.
like I was looking at you guys. Come on.
Nah, we don't want to gas you too much.
So before we wrap, a couple crazy things happening. Trump being arrested.
Arrested?
Bro,
Nah,
let me
that's
tell you,
fixed.
true story. That shit happened yesterday, 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Right? So I was like, let me watch news.
Have you
I
seen
was-
the pictures?
Bro, let me tell you, multi-screen is a thing, right? So I'm watching Gold thingy. What's it called? The Gold Zimbabwe saga.
The golden bug scandal.
Right, so it's on the TV. I'm like, cool, let me pause. Right? Let me start watching news, Citizen News on the laptop to catch up on all of the madness because I don't want to have to rewind and what. Bro, you know how you just watch stuff on your telly?
Yeah.
And you're always on your phone? Boom! CNN is live. Trump! I'm looking at Citizen 9 o'clock. Wahiga is starting with Trump. I was like, ready. Fam, I was like, that gold thing is not as exciting. I just wanted to see handcuffed
Yeah.
Trump.
So did they show him in handcuffs?
Hell no, man.
Of course not.
There are pictures though. Some pictures of
No,
leaked.
that's AI, bro.
You can't point the
Oh, for
president in
real?
handcuffs.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
he can't run. He's not gonna run
Yeah.
off, is he?
No, he's no.
Him.
He ain't gonna
Yo,
run.
he had like a motorcade of like 7 cars taking him to that, flew in his own private jet.
Right.
He's a former head of state. He's been protected by
Exactly.
the Secret Service. Like what was the description of CNN was so vivid. They said that the courthouse was going to have to be arranged so differently. The FBI agents were going to be there, the jurors, what. No, yeah, the prosecution, not the jurors, right? But they had to have a special table
'Cause
for the
security.
Secret Service.
Yeah, 'cause he's
you
the
know he's a
ex-president.
head- Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what's actually crazy? His ratings after all of this shit.
Up sky high.
I
Crazy.
feel like Trump
Mad.
is just a bone that's been thrown out to everyone else, the dogs, while the actual meat is being smuggled behind everyone
bags.
else. Yeah, because as Calvin said, it's exciting, but they're not talking about the US dollar taking a hit.
Yeah.
You know, so let's give you guys all these theatrics, talk about Trump. Every other news outlet is gonna talk about Trump.
But what
But
is
I think-
interesting?
I think that like low key he's loving it because he
yeah.
knows the chance of him going to jail are very slim.
Yeah.
136 chances. But I think that the key takeaway from this is something that we can all learn from, and that takeaway is this: Donald Trump didn't disclose his taxes. Donald Trump has done so much dubious business.
Yeah.
He's gotten away with it. Donald Trump has told people, grab him by the pussy. Donald Trump has
Oh, I forgot
done
about
so
that.
many things.
Paid
Wood
off
hand
You
hookers.
flankers.
fired.
Paid off hookers.
Yes. And the
Wild.
one thing that gets him is a woman,
It's always been
hush
wrong.
money.
Yeah.
The one thing, the one weakness.
Yeah.
The one weakness, bro.
Women are gonna be the end of men.
I'm telling you.
I mean, we're all just trying to get back in the middle of the legs. You know what I mean?
No,
We came from.
no, I don't know what
How
you
long
mean.
has this podcast been going for?
Too long, too long.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
We're out.
Adios.
My name is G Money.
And the young.
Ashley.
You know, like how
No.
salmon.
Big
No.
fish.
Stop it.
Big
Stop
no.
it.
No.
Stop
Big C.
it.
Just say big C.
Salmon. Google that.
Sour.